which are there any cases where it's just a phone and the device ID belongs to a phone, which it doesn't look like it? See where it says NA? I believe that that's a phone only deal, which can happen. And that when it has both an ESN and a device ID, I believe that is a deal where the device ID is for a tablet and the ESN is actually for the phone, and we have to discover what the device ID is by referencing the shipping records. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I was hoping to talk to these guys before the call, but they haven't gotten back yet. But we're going to have to figure out which one of these deals is just a phone, which is just a tablet, and which is a tablet and a phone.
This column is not.
Yeah, I mean, just because it says phone doesn't mean that a tablet isn't associated with it. That means that that deal's paid out as a phone at $37. Does that make sense?
Yes, okay. Look, the SIM, I see that the SIM is the.
Yeah, and I don't know what they mean. If it's just a SIM deal, I don't know what that means. Oh. Obviously, where it says connections combo, that's a combo deal. So phone and tablet.
Yes, I think that because I'm seeing that the SIM is that has the NA. The phones and tablets has a real device ID.
But when there's a combo deal, it's definitely a phone and a tablet on that deal. But there's only one device ID and there's only one SIM. The SIM would be what they activated. That would have to be the phone. I just don't know how to tell the difference between one option and another and categorize it.
Yes.
I need to ask their data guy.
But for the inventory, do you need to track the SIM too?
Can I call you back? Can I just give me 1 sec? I gotta tell this person to call me back.
Number.
Sim, what's up, buddy? I'm on a conference call, but they supposedly went out the door and they're gonna be they got rushed. I'll explain the whole fuck up to you after I get off this conference call. But once we get them there, you're never gonna have this trouble again. And I apologize. Good. Yeah, and I ordered devices for them as well. I might be able to give you some good news in like an hour after I get off this call because it's still early in California. Let me finish up this call and then I'll call you back. All right. All right. Thanks. Bye. I'm sorry, Johnny.
Don't worry, Chris. Do you need to track the SIMs? Because
I don't know what they mean by a SIM. That we don't sell SIMs, so I don't know why they're calling it a SIM. However, that may mean it's just a phone. With these records, my biggest concern is that we're using them to match up against inventory. And almost all of these deals are both a tablet and a phone, but I'm not seeing a device. I'm only seeing one device ID. So I need to figure out how do I identify that. We'd have to reference the shipping records and say, well, this ESN is correct. What is the device ID associated with that ESN? Okay, take that out of inventory. So we need to be taking two devices out of inventory whenever it's appropriate.
Okay.
So I got to figure out what is the key. I mean, they must have some way of doing it with this raw data, but they haven't explained it to me yet. Am I making sense?
Yes, I'm going to check if exists some device ID duplicated, but I see, oh, but it's crashing the file.
They're definitely recording both devices in one line item.
It's just one the duplicated, but
There was duplicate.
but only one.
Why would there be any? Right?
Maybe, but I see that because I see, for example, that the ESN is possible that use the same for two device.
The same ESN. Yeah, there's only going to be one ESN, but there'll be two devices. What we don't know is the device ID for the associated with that ESN. It's probably not the same. And it's not giving me make and model or anything like that. Oof.
Yes, only this device ID is duplicated
How many times?
one time.
Just one time? That's probably a mistake.
Yes, the rest all are different.
Okay.
And
So the
maybe
question is, if you were to look up against the shipping records, if you were to look up those ESN numbers, would they be the would you see that device ID or a different device ID?
I now we don't use the ESM for nothing.
I know.
Only
And it's really dumb of them to do it that way, but that may be the only way in this schema to identify the device. One of them is a phone, one is a tablet.
okay.
Does that make sense?
Mm, which is a phone, which is a tablet. But I don't no, I don't understand no because I see that for phone and tablets has device ID and ESN. How do you say that you can to know that
From
the
the shipping records.
for the shipping?
Yeah. So if you were to look up one of those, um, look up the EIN. If it's always a phone, then we know that that's always a phone. So if you took all those ESNs and look, we do have the ESNs as well as the device IDs, and they should be matched. The barcodes all have them matched. So on the boxes, they're matched. So
Mhm.
see if all those matches are phones. Are any of them tablets? If you did a match query against the inventory,
Mm, for example, for us, the email is the same device ID that we are using.
right? So
Yes.
so it'd be my best guess. We're gonna have to verify it that the ESN is for a phone and always for a phone.
Always for fun. Okay.
If not, we're gonna have to say if it. We have to do an if-then statement or if-or. It says if this device ID, if this ESN is the match for the device ID, then it's only a tablet. If it's only a match for phone, it's only a phone. If it's not a match, then find the match device ID from the inventory and tell me what its make, model, all that shit.
Okay. Let
I
me
don't know. We're trying to solve a mystery here because
let me write that these rules. If the device
some
ID,
of this inventory might not be in the system yet. Those 15 pages I sent you, that's all the inventory that's been shipped up until recently in Weiss.
for Wise, we are uploading the data now, but
Oh, you do
here,
see that, but they didn't upload the shipping files in Weiss.
no, now not. We are
Yeah,
working on that.
all those spreadsheets I gave you are should be in Weiss.
Yes.
That's everything that happened since Sales Hub. And
Mhm.
you'll see when you look at their records that they have, yeah, they call it the what you're calling an IMEI is for a device ID.
Yes. My is the device ID.
Yeah, and you don't have to change that terminology. Just remap it. The let me see. What am I trying to say here? So and we're not displaying the what an ESN is also an IMEI, but an ESN is a SIM number basically. So we
Mm.
might have to add SIM number to the searchable fields here. And you might have to write some logic that says, how do I know if this is a phone or a tablet or both?
Yes, we can add this field because we are saving the data, but it's not showing here
Okay.
because we have the data. For example, if you go to here, I
Mhm.
think no, email.
You know, I was going to ask you, Johnny, is there a way, go back to the box view here. Um, once these are broken up, go back to the box view real quick. Okay. If there's like 3 received, 8 on hand, 1 sold, I can only click on one of those things at a time and look inside the box. Can you give me a button to push to look at everything in the box? Sold, unsold.
To show everything.
Yeah. Because I can only show, now it shows everything because 10 shipped will show 10 items. But as soon as it's like 3 here, 4 there, 7 there, then I have to I only can look at the different one category at a time. But if I wanted to say everything in the box, just show me what's inside the box.
Ah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes. You need a total to show
Yeah.
all. Okay.
Yeah.
Let
You can
me
put a little red button that says total control or whatever you want. I don't care.
let me put
And then
here.
once we look inside the box, I want to wait. I want to wait also a really quick, like a button to push to reassign. So this was, this was assigned to PA001, but I see there's 002 sales in here. I'm just going to I'm going to send this. This now belongs to 002. Okay, but that's the least of our worries. So
And you need show the ESN
yeah,
data.
and we're gonna have to decide what that means. Does that mean that is a device? I think that's how they're identifying phones right now, by ESN instead of by the device ID for the phone.
Mm, but
But in order to determine what the make, model, all that shit is, we might have to pull its device ID from shipping,
from shipping.
from the box information.
Okay, because I see that the ESN, for example, sometimes is shared with other device.
Oh, okay. So if it shares with another device, it can only be one device, right?
Yes, for example, here, this is a phone, this is a tablet, and has the same ESN. The only the only difference is this plus ACP.
So
But
it's a
it's
duplicate.
yes, but it's the same
Now, see, is
ESN.
one of them a phone and is one of them a tablet?
Mhm.
Look them up and see. Then it weird. If they both share the same ESN, see if one is a phone and one is a tablet. So what you want to do is look up the ESN and see if the ESN and see what it belongs to, a phone or a tablet. It should belong to a phone.
This yes, this belongs. No, this belongs to a phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the same ESN plus ACP, but here say that is a tablet.
Okay. So how many more like that can you find? Can you find any that are only a phone and only a tablet?
Mm,
There's
I
only
can
three possibilities. Only a phone, only a tablet, tablet and phone.
maybe I can use this and show if it's sharing the same ACP.
Yeah. And check something, see if the EXE number is the same on those two. So scroll over to the left, scroll to the left for those highlighted lines, all the way to the left, right there. Hold on, right there. They have two different EXE numbers. That's weird as hell.
Ah, yes, has different two axes.
So it's the same deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's the same deal, right?
Yes, it's the same. Dear,
But it shows two different um it shows two different what are they mm, what do they call that number? It's the deal number.
still
So
number.
that's weird. So it's a tablet and a phone. They both share the same ESN, you said?
Yes, it's the same. Only change the plus ACP, but the number is the same.
And we have two different enrollment IDs. That's what that EXC number is the enrollment ID. So have two
Yes,
enrollment IDs for one deal, basically.
yes, I think that the enrollment ID is different for all. Maybe it's,
Are there how many duplicate enrollment IDs do you have? See if there's duplicates there.
let me check. No, doesn't exist duplicate rows.
Okay. But see how many times you see a matchup like that where it's the different, where it's what, the ESN, two ESNs. See how many matches you have like that where there's two ESNs.
But maybe I need to.
Almost all of it, if what I'm thinking is true, almost all of them should have a double a match like that. This is like a puzzle, Johnny.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle game.
Yes. Let me here. Mm,
Those are all matches.
I'm trying to find where is duplicate.
So
Mm, But I think that here. This ESN has 2 times,
hmm?
or this ESN has 2 times. Maybe I can to use. For example, Mm, it's crashing the file.
Hmm?
It's crashing the file because has a lot of data.
You doing it in Excel or Google Sheets? I
This
found
is
that better in Excel for me.
yes.
Yeah, Google Sheets kept crashing.
Hmm. This has the same. But maybe this is the wrong row here because this row exists two times.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is qualifying program.
That shows two deals. And what's the EXE number? Enrollment ID. There you go.
Different.
That's weird.
But it's the same device ID and ESN.
Okay, that's a mistake then on their part.
Let me download.
Like another way to look at it would be, does this device and this ESN come from the same unit? Or is it, you hear what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, let me check. Okay, what did you say, Chris?
So if you would check against our inventory and say, does this ESN also belong to this device ID? Or are they two different units?
Yes, only for two.
So, because if you look at the inventory files, each unit has a predetermined SIM number or ESN and a predetermined device ID. So if that's showing an ESN that does not belong to that device, then we have two devices. Now you have to say what device does this EIN belong to? And you'd have to look it up and say, oh, that's a phone. That's it's probably going to be a phone.
Okay.
And then what's its device ID then? So there's a match for every ESN has a match already in the box. It's matched to a device already.
Okay. This ESN should be a match in the box.
Now
And
I don't know if some of these sales could be from units that you haven't loaded into the system yet. Did you load those 15 files up already?
no, Alejandro is working on that. I don't know if
Yeah, some of that data is missing. So if you try to do a match in the system, it might not be there.
let me check how is going with that.
I see some there. That 1075 is a Weiss number.
Okay. Mhm. Maybe this is the new ones.
Okay. I'm not seeing any device ID or EIN numbers on there. Yeah, I mean, that's the device ID. We would need to um the what do you call it? The ESN is also in the same record.
ESN. Okay. Add here the ESN data.
Yeah.
And let me check if
There seemed to be more information in the other I don't know.
let me no, it's not here.
Yeah, these what shipping ID, the retailer name. I need all that too.
Yes, we are matching the data to allow to show that.
Okay.
But maybe I want to show if something. Oh, but this is it will receive it. But it's the same.
Mm,
It's maybe the select.
There are tracking numbers on this stuff too. I'm not saying tracking numbers. We really need that.
Do you you don't need that?
I do. Tracking numbers. It wouldn't be in this file. This is a sales file.
Mm, Let me. I want to find. This is the inception data that
Yeah,
represent
this is updated.
the sales data. And
Yeah,
for
this is the
example,
inception data, only more current. So it's all the way back from the beginning of time to now.
activation date, order date, created date.
All right. Okay, there's your tracking.
Hmm?
There's your tracking there.
Here's the detail. But I want to. Is for which date?
That's rather new inventory. Probably just landed 2 or 3 days ago.
Mhm. Mm, I want, for example, I want to find this device ID in the data that you send us.
Yeah. So, for instance, you could go the other direction and say, um, "Is there a match for the?" It says device ID NA. Why? That's a device. So what the NA is? Well, what's the? I don't know. Where's the key? This A plus ACP thing. What does that mean?
Yes,
Oh,
but
I see. Anytime there's a plus ACP, there's a matching. Um, they're recording 2 different transactions. One, well, hold on. Look, one has
okay,
ACP.
but the task is upload the files and try
Hold
to identify the phones and tablets and
on. Now I see 2 different device IDs here. So when it says ACP plus,
Mhm.
I see there's 2 different device IDs, right?
Yes.
Maybe that's how they're doing it. So anything that says ACP plus, are there any others to that? That might not be the only ones. What are the other statuses? ACP plus is a phone plus a tablet, and that's how they're. One of them will be a phone. Check and see is one a phone and one a tablet. Then we know.
Yes. Maybe check that the sometimes when happens that I see that the plan says combo. For
Mm-hmm.
example, here is the same case.
Mm-hmm.
Is the same ESM plus ACP,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't have device ID
Mm-hmm.
because here is a SIM. When the product type is a SIM, we don't have device ID. But let me check
So
other.
what the hell does that mean?
Let me check, for example, I'm going to remove tablets. And here, for example, here's other case.
Mm-hmm. So when it is just a SIM. What is it giving you? What kind of?
When I filter on only SIMs,
Yeah,
the
it's
SIMs has no
no
device ID.
device ID. What about the ESN? Does it have an ESN?
Yes, has.
Okay. Can you trace one of those ESNs and see is that a phone or is it a tablet?
Let me
What does that
check.
belong to? But none of there. You have to check the shipping records.
The shipping records were
Yeah, and say make and model on that, please.
and the shipping records were Chris.
Hmm? That
The
those are
shipping
all the Excel spreadsheets or what was
ah,
shipping the shipping files.
the shipping files. Okay.
'Cause one of those numbers matches another number. They're already pre-matched. Device and ESN. And both numbers are listed per device in those records.
The problem is that where how we can know in which file exists that something 26 6 but order maybe here. This file note. No. February. I think that this here. In this shipping file exists this ESN. Vortex, Sabrina Reynolds. And here I see that we have an email. Let me check some. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, lost you for a minute there. Sorry about that.
Okay. I find the ESN in this shipping file.
Hmm. And
And
what's the make and model?
model is Vortex HD60.
That's a phone.
Okay. And
And
here,
is that this? So when it's just a SIM, does that mean it's just a phone?
let me check something. If I see this, yes, I can see that this SIM with
Mm,
this ESN
mm.
in the shipping file has the device ID
Mhm.
of the phone.
And is it an actual device ID we're looking at, or is it? No, we don't have a device ID. We found, do we?
I found the ESN. Yes.
Right. You
I found-
found but we started with device ID and found the ESN, or vice versa. No, when it says NA, hold on, I can't see. So if it's shit. So what does that mean? If that was a phone you were looking at there, right?
Yes, it's a
Oh.
phone.
So it's a phone. It's only showing the ESN, but you found the device ID, is what you're saying.
Yes, I found that this DSN correspond to a phone.
Okay.
Yes.
And so I can't see underneath that. If you can move, let's look at the line item real quick.
Where?
We have to minimize the thing. It's overlapping.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So, which were you saying, the SIM or the phone you just looked up? Okay. There you go. What did you just look up now? The Indian. So you're saying when it's a SIM, you look it up and it corresponds to a phone.
Yes, if I use the ESN to match in with the shipping file,
Yeah.
I found the
You get a device ID and it's a phone. Okay.
yes,
So SIM means phone, basically, right?
yes. SIM means phone. Yes.
And it's only a phone. There's no other evidence that it's got another record attached to it, that it's got a tablet or anything, right?
Mm, for now, I see that. I don't know if
Can
exists
you see
some.
if that's always true? When it's a SIM, is it always just a phone? And is there no device ID?
Let me check here. If I compare with a tablet,
Hold on, I'll be right back. I just gotta make the coffee for you.
eh,
Not going anywhere, Ryan.
Entonces, porque tú sí puedes, tú nunca te concentras. Sí, mami, no estoy entendiendo porque yo no quería ir para no sé, así, pero entonces, no, me estaba preguntando. Porque tú me has dicho, porque si no me dice acá, que si no, me olvidó que esto era así, mami. Pues nada más eso tengo que quitar más.
fine, fine.
¿Qué pasó?
There's one that you got like 2 stray boxes. There's one in the office. There's one at the bottom of the stairs. The rest you should. I'm gonna give you some of mine. I'm trying to solve a mathematical mystery right now.
What happened then?
Huh? What happened?
We had 3 boxes. 3 boxes gone. One less than out.
Oh, I thought you meant like someone stole them. Yeah.
Porque los dos dan el mismo resultado al frente de Andrés.
Cut a box.
Yes.
The box is cut a
Yes.
Don't.
Like the-
What we safety devices.
Entonces,
What it up?
I'm in the box.
I'm not gonna lie, we don't have the boxes, but we have the devices.
They cut
Get
it.
it? Swear to God. Because who knows? Like
I've heard of that happening to lithium-ion batteries.
I believe it happened in 3 this
The whole thing caught on fire.
literally back to back.
Just like
I don't know where.
some devices, or
I'm gonna do it again.
like every single device.
One.
Yeah.
So then 3. I mean,
And the
like,
unopened box caught on fire
yes.
from the within.
I don't know. I don't know.
Just save all the evidence and all.
Everything is good though. I got the devices. I can still activate it. I got some kind of iron.
Oh, the outside of the box caught on fire.
Yes.
That's weird. But the
I mean-
devices inside were fine.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant like you know how like the Chinese batteries go crazy. And
But isn't that weird?
that's really weird.
Hmm.
How'd that even happen?
Right. Now you see. Now I'm thinking like, what's going on?
I never heard that one. I'm sorry, Johnny.
Don't
So-
worry.
We're trying to. What we really want to know is which deals just have a phone, which deals just have a tablet, and which ones are a phone and a tablet.
Yes, I'm going to try to find the match.
Right.
Yes, but for now, I found a case when the SIM is related to a tablet.
You did.
Yes.
And there's no connection to a phone in that deal. It's only a tablet, right?
Yes. No.
So when it's only a phone or only a tablet, it's a SIM.
Yes.
When it's both a SIM and a tablet, it's usually the phone is the ESN, the what is it? Not the ESN. Yeah, the ESN, right?
I see that the SIM always has the ACP in the ESN.
Okay.
Yes. Always has the ESN in the.
And these are saying it's the same deal though. So one is a tablet. Why is one a tablet and one a phone? Are these both phones?
Here, no. This is a tablet. This is a
Tablet? And that SIM is associated with a phone?
no. It's associated to a tablet.
So same ESN. It has the same ESN. Why two line items? Why a SIM and a tablet? Two line items for the same thing.
Yes. And in the shipping file, I see that only comes from phones or tablets. Seems not.
So how do I know when it's only a phone, only a tablet, or both?
Let me check here.
Good. Yeah. What's going on with Mariah? Is she still? I know you are. Yeah, I got a little bit of news for you after.
Yes. Look, this. I found this ESN in the shipping file
Mm-hmm.
and correspond to this device ID,
Mm-hmm.
and the model is Blue Extra E10L
Mm-hmm.
and is a tablet. And in the inception file say
Mhm.
that tablet.
Okay. So you cracking the code here?
Yes, yes, I think that is only to show the SN
Right.
and it's possible to use the device ID and the ESN to match the data.
So can you write a script where we can tell the difference between when it's just a phone, just a tablet, or a tablet and a phone?
Mm,
And are you saying when is it when it says combo deal? Is that the only time when it's both a tablet and a phone?
when says the combo,
Yeah. Is it both a tablet and a phone every time? In this case, no. They call it a combo deal, right? But
no,
you're telling me the only device given out was a tablet.
yes, I see that the when says combo is because is SIM and tablet or phone and tablet.
Okay, so what is a SIM tab? What's the difference between a SIM tablet and a phone tablet combo?
Let me check.
Just that in a SIM tablet, there's only a tablet given out. In a phone SIM, what is given out? Just a phone? Are they both single device variations?
Yes, I see only these possibilities. The combination that phone and SIM.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, phone and SIM. And the other is
Solo que no le explico la profesión. Pero tienen que decirle que les vuelva a explicar porque hay cositas que no van a explicar.
tablet and SIM. But with this the color here.
So a SIM is never by itself. It's just a way of determining what the service is on and telling you what device was given away. So you got SIM phone, tablet phone, combo deal.
Okay, you need to show which is tablet, which is SIM, and which belongs to a combo.
Yeah. And then there are deals that are both a tablet and a phone, right?
Yes, deal.
And those will list the see if those will read like this. If it's well, it's always going to show the ESN for the phone and the device ID for the tablet, right? Is it ever any different? It's always that, right?
Yes, it's always the ACP difference.
Gotcha. And when that occurs, we just need to find the device ID of the phone by referencing the shipping records.
Yes.
And that leaves no mystery solved, right?
Yes, we can how to find and how to match that.
Oh wow. Okay. I
Okay.
was in a bit of a panic. I could not figure out what the
No, don't worry. I'm going to talk with Alejandro to finish to upload the files and test
Right.
with this inception file to try to match.
Gotcha. And yeah, the thing is, we want to make sure we don't have any deals that we need to be taking them out of inventory, whether it was a phone and a tablet, just a phone. We need to know for sure which category it falls in to take it out of inventory. Now tomorrow, let's consider the same thing. Read the latest data from the market expense report. Now we have the same thing to deal with for commissions.
For commissions?
Yeah. And because chargebacks, if they gave out a tablet and a phone and it cancels, that's a $23 chargeback. They charge back on the phone and the tablet. So we need to be able to list the records separately or they're not going to believe me.
Okay.
So we have the same challenge with pay sheets. The pay sheet data is very similar.
Okay.
Okay.
Chris, did you see the error with the file? Oh, I don't know if it's the error.
I don't know if I saw an error or not. It probably doesn't like that file now, right?
Yes, because here I see that the number that report for billable is 100.
Right. And
One,
the non-billables are all the duplicate. I guess it's the child accounts, right? So, yeah. In here, I guess they know the math that we just figured out, right? In this report, the combo plans they don't want them counted twice, I guess.
But
so what they're saying is that they're only paying commissions once on the combo plan.
Okay.
And what we have to figure out is which combo plans included both a cell phone and a tablet, and if they cancel, it's a double chargeback. It's an 11 and a 12. And how do we list list them separately as phones and tablets, even though they're a combo? It's going to be a little bit challenging, right?
Yes.
It's giving you a headache already.
Yes, yes. I think that to think in that.
So, like, when it's a non-compliant, we have to decide, was it a combo deal that involved a phone and a tablet, or was it just a phone and just a tablet?
Okay.
Because they're not including some of non-billable, I believe. Yeah, 544 of them. We're just not counting the child account. So they've already counted the parent and decided whether it's a phone or a tablet deal in the first place. And somehow they if you look at their data, they figured that out. But we gotta unlock the key for this. We gotta unlock the safe. Gotta crack the code for this too.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have this new field, the prepaid bonus, advance bonus. I mean, I don't know. See what we can do about just getting all that inventory up to date. I really need to do an audit on everybody and see what we really have out in the field.
Okay, I'm going to review with Alejandro. I
Yeah.
think that tomorrow is ready.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
And can you just write a note about that? So what are the possible combinations? A SIM phone, SIM tablet combo. What are the different possibilities?
Okay,
Just give me a note, and I want to bring it up in my call tomorrow with them and make sure that I'm understanding what the strategy is with this. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to review that and send the note.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm going to give you a rest. We'll talk about the rest tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, man.
Thank you,
Bye.
Chris. Bye.